Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Ruach Kodash, double honors unto the elder apostles and great millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now, this is a video about the new travel reset that they want to do, which is according to the scriptures, right? Now, this is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 17, but I'll start at 14. Woe to the world, sorrows to the world, and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. This is coming in the future, which are race wars, people against people, nations against nations, and swords in their hands, weapons, all manner of weapons. For there shall be sedition among men, and that sedition will be just like what they did with the capital, which is going against the authority. So sedition is an overconduct, such as speech or organization that tends toward rebellion. Rebellion against the established order, and in this case, the elites of Esau and stuff like that. Sedition. It's going against the authorities, the so-called authorities that be. Here. Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. And a monarch is what you have in England, which is the peasant that calls herself queen and king, and also in the Netherlands you also have, just a lot of places in Europe, you have people that are calling themselves kings and queens and emperors and stuff like that, nobles and stuff like that. Right, going on. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're gonna win to a certain degree, and they're gonna be right in their own mind, and right. Here's the point: a man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. When did they do that? With the so-called restrictions from 2020 until 2022, with that so-called COVID thing and stuff like that. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. They're going to be afraid, man. Because that's what the Most High is going to set up. But he's going to allow Esau to do so. Now, I have a video over here which I'm about to play, which is 9 minutes long. Right, a man shall not have pity upon. Okay. Now, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. That's coming up. Okay. Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Is it possible for a man to actually travail, meaning having pain, like with a woman, like with a child, as how a woman has? Work, especially of a painful or laborious nature. Just childbirth is labor, pain, torment, agony. Yeah, is that possible? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? And this is not no transgender nonsense. This is specifically talking about, is it possible for a man to cry like a bitch, basically, right? As a woman in travail, that's how you're going to see the men crying, like, oh my God, right? And all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, the elect. And the reason why I'm doing this video also is to actually prepare you, because the Lord said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Knowledge and wisdom. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So, if I'm telling you right now, right, there's 100 people in the facility, right, a so-called facility, right, and I tell you specifically, individually, I tell you, like, listen, I'm not gonna harm you. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna come in with my crew. We're gonna blast about like 57 people, or 75 people, right, but you're going to be alive. Nothing's going to happen to you. So don't worry about it. Now, I know you. My gang knows you. You got these type of clothing on. You got a beautiful garment on. As a matter of fact, you know what? Wear this. You know what I'm saying? Put your clothes on, right? Put this on. Yeah, I want you to put this on so we know that you know about us, and then you know that we know about you. You know, right? So once we come through, everybody gonna die except the 25 of y'all. Right? Okay. So when we come, we blast everybody to smithereens. You're gonna have the 25 people. They ain't gonna really be worried because they're gonna be like, well, I know these guys and these guys know me. So all they want is they want to kill them. They don't want to harm me. But it's gonna be scary because I'm gonna see heads blowing up right beside me. You're gonna be, you're gonna flinch and stuff like that. You're gonna be startled a little bit, but nothing's gonna happen to you because we already promised you nothing gonna happen to you, right? Well, that's what the Heavenly Father is actually doing. He's warning us. He's telling us, don't worry, Jacob, I got you back. Isaiah chapter 40 shows you that. I will hold your hand. Isaiah 40 and 41. Isaiah 41 and 13. For I, Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah 30 and 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds. See, the Lord's going to set us free. The strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. So we're not going to be under you Edomites, nor heathen nations too, because Moab and Japheth is right along with them. Ezekiel 14:13, Son of man, when the land sinned against me by trespassing grievously, then I will stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and I will cut off man and beast from it. So now going back to this verse over here, 2 Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because they're going to set up a travel ban. In Germany, they drive very fast, like 120 or something, but they're going to reduce that to like 20 miles per hour, and they're busy with it. But I have another scripture here. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Don't let these Edomites get an advantage of us, because like I said, if I warn you that I'm finna come with the gang and blow everybody to smithereens with some massive weapons, you're not going to be really 100% worried. You're going to be like, whoa, shit, I'm getting blood up on you and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get hit. Because we experts around here. We do some good shooting. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You're not going to be really worried. So that's why we're making these videos just to comfort the Jacob descendants. Speak ye comfortably unto Jerusalem. Tell them that the days of their trouble are over. Speak comfortably unto them. Comfort them with these words. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 18, and also I think it was Isaiah chapter 40 or 41. Isaiah 41, or was it 40? And let me see. Yeah, here 40. Isaiah 40 and 1. Comfort you, my people, saith Yahweh. Saith your power. Saith your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished. The war that has been raging against us for hundreds of years now has been accomplished, and that's the Lord did that. The Lord allowed that to happen to us, but now he's going to avenge us. That her iniquity is pardoned. Yeah, all our sins is pardoned now. We're supposed to tell you this. For she had received of Yahweh's hand double for all her sins. So all these heathen nations, they're going to get double too. No, they're going to get 1,000 times more than us. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words, which is what we're doing. Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of the Heavenly Father. Why? That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, his tricks, his lies, his devices, his plans. Right. So now I'm going to go into the video. This is the upcoming 2 Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
You will use an app like Uber, but not anymore to call some driver, but automatically guided car, a self-driven car, will come to your hotel or wherever you are.
So I'll put a link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I might occasionally stop the video and do some talking, but I'm gonna try and not do that too much.
And will bring you to the airport. Actually, I had a discussion some months ago with the mayor of Los Angeles, and you know Los Angeles is one of the cities with the heaviest traffic, who told me in 2030 Los Angeles will be private car driven free. And this will allow to transform highways into parks and other public spheres.
These are their plans. So you're not going to be able to travel according to them, according to the liberty that we have from the Heavenly Father. That's why these Edomites are going to be no more once that time comes.
Introducing the Known Traveler Digital Identity, the first end-to-end intervention to streamline the entire travel experience by enhancing the ability of authorities to get the information they need when they need it so that they can move people swiftly across borders. Enabled through 4 technologies, not only will individuals have complete control over their own personal data, but authorities can remove friction through a series of simple and secure digital touchpoints.
You're going to have control over your own data. How about not having the data in the first place? I don't want that. I don't want to have nothing. Nope. Nope.
Before a passenger even starts his journey, he can register his face and information using a smartphone.
Sorry.
At the airport, NEC's technologies create a seamless walkthrough experience from the moment someone steps inside the building.
You could do that just easily without bothering me.
At check-in, there's no need to queue. The information that was registered on the smartphone is verified, along with the passenger and his passport, using facial recognition. From now on, his face is now his pass for all the airport's checkpoints.
France has officially banned short-distance domestic flights in an effort to cut the country's carbon emissions. The new law went into effect this week. It means people can no longer travel by air if the same journey can be made by train in under 2.5 hours.
Did you get that? The bid to cut carbon emission for trains journeys under 2.5 hours. So impact routes from Paris to Bordeaux, whatever, Nantes to Lyon, whatever. Yeah. So what they want to do here, what they're telling you is this. France bans some domestic flights to cut carbon emissions, meaning if you want to take a plane to a place which would take you an hour, and you can get, or something like, and you can get there by train within 2.5 hours, which, what is that? 2.5, 250? I don't know. I think 2.5. So 2 hours and a half. If you can get there by train within 2 hours and a half, they will tell you like, no, you can't take this plane. Yeah, but it's only going to take an hour. Well, you can get there by train, and it would take you calculation exactly 2 hours and 29 minutes. So, yeah, you're right under the... You're right on track. So you can skidoo on down to the train station and sit that ass out.
Just pop on a VR headset and off you.
You see these Japhetic people and Moabites, they're right along there with them too, man. Asia has been a partakers of Babylon's mischief.
Go to any place in the world, or even to distant planets. VR tourism may be a niche product for now, but virtual vacation is on the rise.
Virtual vacation is on the rise. Who's stupid enough to actually... No. They're telling you this because they're lying to you, and then therefore they will program you to think that people want this. That's what they do with polls and stuff like that. Right. I'll let her talk. I'll let her finish, and then I'm gonna go read a few things.
The market is forecast to explode from over 4.5 billion euros to 5 times that figure.
Who is gonna pay to go to a virtual? Hey, you got them kids nowadays thinking that it's normal to chop your genitals off and just be what you think that you are.
In 2027, about 1/5 of people surveyed in
Look at this old bitch. She really thinks she's there. There's nothing there, bro.
in Germany think the future of travel lies in the metaverse, and even 1/4 of respondents under 30 feel VR trips are a viable possibility.
Metaphor. You're not touching anything. What are you doing? There's nothing connected to your fingers wherewith you are able to interact with that thing that you're seeing in front of you, which is not in front of you. It's anyway, right? So let me see if is she done. Okay, she's done. Check this out. Now I'm gonna go and read a few articles, which I think I put it here. This one. Now this is the carbon passport that they was talking about. Oh yeah, they was also talking about the metaverse, which is the thing from Facebook. You think that this Facebook is actually no. They're pushing something that they know that the elites, of Esau is going to use in the future. Carbon passports are the next dystopian surveillance threat, part of a proposed digital ID future. Now this was posted in 10:44 a.m. Oh yeah, October 8th. We are in November now? No, December 13. Okay, check this out. The digital ID agenda is already on the horizon, but it doesn't stop there. Digital carbon, no, it doesn't, because this is a digital ID. Before you know it, it's going to be a chip. But this is gradually going toward it. Digital carbon passports are the next big proposal. You know what a proposal means? It's like when you propose to a female, she can say no. That's the proposal. It's not forced. An act of putting forward or stating something for consideration. Yeah, that's the point. But the thing is this. When you propose to a female, is she obligated to say yes? No, because it's a proposal. I propose that we go to tomorrow around 5 o'clock. Everybody agree? Of the 10 people, everybody agree? Well, no. Let's go 5:50 because I have to pick up my son, whatever, do some things and stuff like that. You know what? Let's make it 6 o'clock then. Everybody agree? Yes, we do. And that's it. That's a proposal. Proposal is not something that you could force upon a person. I propose. A plan or suggestion, especially a formal or written one, put forward for consideration by others. So you're supposed to be considering. Careful thought, typically over a period of time. Right. Well, you can say yes or no. But in this case, they're going to force it on you. So-called proposal. Travel enthusiasts worldwide might soon face a drastic change. Might? They use these little words. That's why you know when you're talking to a snake-tongued demon. soon face a drastic change in exploring international borders, which they're going to shut up, with global warming triggering the implementation of carbon passports that could limit their wanderlust. They're gonna use that as a shame now. Asserting IEEE travel in a recently published report. You can click on it if you want to. I'll leave the link. I'll leave all these links in the description box. Dubbing these restrictions as personal carbon allowances. You know when you get an allowance, the word allow is right there in it. They allow you to do it. They're gonna allow you to do it, right? But like I said, we're the Jacob descendants, so Yahweh this out. We shouldn't even be worried, but we are warning you so that the point of the warning is to keep you at ease, to comfort you, to make you know you can just laugh at this. Yahweh because the scripture says that at death you shall laugh, something like that. Yeah, here. Job chapter 5 verse 22. Are you hurrying up then? Are you doing anything? At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Let me go here then. Job chapter 5 verse 21. 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. That's going to happen to his elect. This is going to be in perfection, which is the end of the world, this society actually, with the nuclear bombs and stuff like that. And this is in between what we're gonna go through right now. Well, what's coming up. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Modern day sword is the gun. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. What is the scourge of the tongue? Their laws. These laws. These proposals. What the Lord said is also here in the book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. He said through the prophet Isaiah, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. These are unrighteous decrees that they're decreeing. An official order that has the force of law. They're unrighteous. And write grievousness which they have prescribed. They write grievous laws which they prescribed unto us, as in a proposal, as if you are able to say yes or no. You can't say any. You have nothing to say. Prescribe. Let me see. State authoritatively or as a rule that an action or procedure should be carried out. They're going to be forcing you. Advise and authorize the use of a medicine treatment for someone, especially in writing order. Authorize, direct, advise. That's not advice. At command, urge, impose. And you know what the meek is? Impose. It says force. And you know what the meek means? Meek means quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on. Submissive. Those are the Israelites, man. We're the meek. The rest of the world is a different type of meek. They're the meek that doesn't matter. We're the meek that matters. We're the real meek. Because these Edomites, you ain't forcing stuff on them. They're fighting against y'all, man. Jake been going along just to get along. Right. To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. That's what they're doing. That widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Don't they? Basically, a lot of our women are spiritual widows, even if the husband is not dead. Because most of them, they just live alone with the government that's their daddy. and then the government will prey on them. And the government consists of people. It's not a stupid building that you just see laying there dormant, doing nothing but staring at you with all these Roman pillars and stuff like that. The government is made up of people, and in this case, Edomites, Moab, Japhet also, and Cush, but they have really no power. It is Esau has the power, and watch out for Moab and Ishmael. I just not I showed you, but they just showed you that a bunch of Arabs was there too. And I wanted to say, like, who is he talking to? He's talking about Los Angeles, but there's like 25,000 Arabs in that thing over there. Well, what the fuck have you to do with LA? What's the last time you saw some Arab dressed like this in America, or even in the Netherlands or so? What's the last time Arabs at wearing all white and stuff? Yeah, this. When's the last time you saw an Arab dressed like this in your neighborhood? That he lives there, not just to come visit and chill, hang around you, you know, eating Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff like just like you. When's the last time you saw them dressed like this, chilling, living in your neighborhood? Anyway, so you gotta watch out for Moab, watch out for Ammon, Ishmael, and what's the other one again? Japhet, right? Those, man. I watch a lot, but I have seen a lot of these. Wait, let me see what the timestamp is. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Oh yeah, here. Let's see, 2:43. I have seen a lot of these type of so-called meetings. A lot of these so-called type of meetings, and I see these motherfuckers are everywhere, man. You got Moab. Oh, Elam. Don't forget Elam. You got you got Ishmael. You have Elam. You have Japhet. You have Moab. Moab is up in there. He's up in there. Japhet is up in there too, man. You know, they're in there. They are in there. You can see Japhet again here. So yeah, right. So now, okay, enough of this. So they have all these unrighteous decrees that they put upon. They're gonna force upon us, but we shouldn't be worried in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, because we're being told not to worry. Fear thee not, for I will help thee, thou worm Jacob. Job 5:21. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. Why? Because we told you. We told you they're going to come and blast everybody to smithereens. But no, not a hair on your head shall be touched. No poison shall hurt you. Considering what they're putting in the food right about now. They slowly but surely make the American people fat. And they're trying to do that to the entire planet Earth. To get you to actually suffocate within yourself. Suffocate off of the food that they're getting. That thing is not food, by the way. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. In this case, it's the people, but also the actual animals. You know, because animals are going to start attacking people once that time comes also. Right. So, okay, enough of this. Now going back to over here. Dubbing these restrictions as personal carbon allowances. What they're going to allow you. The report portents. They serve as determinants. Compelling. Whoa, it's not a fancy little trick word. I compel you. It's forcing you, man. I compel you. Irresistible. You can't resist. Not able to resist. Overwhelming. That's compelling.
Compelling.
You see these little fancy words these little devils is using? But anyway. Determinants. Compelling. Serve as determinants. Determined. a factor which decisively affects the nature or outcome of something. They're going to force you. Another forced word. I am determined to do this. Nothing can persuade me to the left nor right. That's determined, but this is determinant, but still
Determinant.
it's right in there. Determined. I am determined to do this. You can't convince me of nothing else. Well, they're gonna be determined to do that anyway. Serve as determinants, compelling individuals, which would be then the people, to conform. Oh shit, what's conform? Comply. They're gonna press you. They're gonna force you. So in this little sentence, it's already like, yeah, there's more because the allowance thing, but there's more, so restrictions and stuff like that. But there's like one force word. Here's another force word. Here's another force word. Man, this is full of forcery here, man. Sorcery, even. Determinants compelling individuals to conform to the global carbon budget. With imposed, not a freaky word here. Force. Shit. With forced limitations. See, they don't want to put forced. It sounds powerful. Just like rape and what's the other soft word? There's a soft word for that. Sexually assaulted. That's a soft word. But what did he do? What did he do? He touched my breasts without me giving consent. That's the what? Why don't you just say he touched your breast? Make it easy. Just make it simple for me, because then I can rationalize it on the severity of the crime. Like, it's not a fucking 10. It's like a 2. Are you single? Yes. It's a 1. Were you dressed like a whore? Well, that would make it 0.5. It's not that bad, you know. See what I just did? I just used the word and then I assessed it, and then I came to the conclusion that it was not all that bad, you know. But they're using these words which would be like, huh? So when you look it up, you'd be like, hey, it's a dangerous word, right? But if I say rape, you'd be like, oh shit, you did something bad. You did something bad, you know. Were you single? No, I'm just playing. It says here, with imposed limitations on yearly travel anticipated by as soon as 2040, travelers might be forced, now they use it, to relinquish, give up, giving it up, voluntarily cease to keep or claim, give up. But it's not voluntarily. They're using a fancy little trick word again. It's not voluntarily because you can't. They're forcing you to give it up. How can it be voluntarily? Little trick words again. Snake tongue. You gotta watch out for the devil. They're not playing with you. They're playing with you, which is very deadly. The playing that they're playing is a very deadly game. It's called trying to catch the cobra with your eyes wide open in a fist fight. Yeah, right. The horizon expansion privileges. Horizon is when you know, the horizon. Usually afforded by contemporary tourism. Living or belonging to a person or thing living or existing at the same time as another. Comparing tourism. This is what they want to set up. So going back to over here. 2 Esdras 15:17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. This is what they're actually bringing towards us. But I'll leave the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. Now I have a few other here, for example. Governments, I'll get to this later, which goes into the chippity chip. Let me see here, so. There. Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability is the ability of people, typically senior officials, in a formal or informal chain of command to deny knowledge of or responsibility for actions committed by or one behalf of what? By or on behalf of members of their organizational hierarchy. Remember this word. This word exists specifically for people that are in command to lie to you, and then they continually lie to you, and then it becomes reality. Possible deniability refers to the denial of blame in formal or informal chains of command. Senior people may give an indirect may give indirect or and fake orders. For example, Henry, whatever. Will you rid me of this turbulent priest? Or even less direct. Someone should do something about that. The intent message is understood. Yeah, basically kill him. Will you rid me of this turbulent priest? In this case, it's talking about us because we're actually bringing turbulence to their nonsense organization. So what they want to do is they want to get rid of us. But it's not going to happen because the Lord is going to actually protect us. Right. So they also doing psyop little tricky nonsense like this.
Unilaterally granted visa. Recently, the Beijing government unilaterally granted visa-free access to travelers from 6 countries, including France, Germany, and Italy.
They're giving up free visas, right?
We believe it is a move by the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, to save the tourism industry, which
so-called the tourism industry is going down, and they need measurements and stuff like that. These are also little trick moves that they do from time to time. They make up fake polls, which I'm going to read about just right now. They make up fake polls, and then they tell you, like, okay, we need to change this. These are all tricks.
On the verge of collapse. In this episode, we take a look at the current situation of China's foreign travel industry and share the pitfalls and secrets of traveling in China, as told by a travel industry insider. According to official data released by China, the cumulative number of arrivals to China in the first half of 2023, including Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, was only 10 million. In comparison, there were over 340 million arrivals in the first half.
Why the hell do you think that happened? You see, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, boom, 20. Oh, what happened there? I have no idea. I don't know. You do not know. I could not. Oh, that's Japanese, right? I do not know. I don't know. I not know. I don't know what happened here. I don't know. Right. Anyway. Right. Remember that. I'll get back to that later. Now, this is the book of. Wait, sorry. Let me see. Here. Right. This is the article of Great Travel Reset poll. 41% of French population. They're the most rowdiest people upon the planet Earth. I mean, not planet Earth, but I mean the rowdiest people in Europe concerning when it comes to fighting against their laws, and the Italians too. The rest, most of the rest are just docile actually. Anyway, another bullshit here. Poll. 41% of French population favors restriction that I just read, those unrighteous decrees that I just read, restricting everyone to only 4 airplane flights in their entire life to fight against global warming. Did you just read that with me? Let me read it again. 41% of French population favors restricting everyone to only 4 airplane flights in their entire life. To do what? How? Why? To fight against global warming. Second Esdras 15:17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. This is what they want to bring upon the planet Earth. and they're lying to you. But the fun part is we already know that they're lying to you. But we have to warn each other, the Jacob descendants. Now, if any other nations watch our stuff, keep on ridiculing. Once that time comes, you're going to lick our underfoot clean. You and that devil that's putting all these rules, these unrighteous decrees together. Engineered this guy, Shock, whatever, an expert on climate change. An expert on climate change. Wow. Okay, cool. Once again, called for drastically limiting plane travel and declared the need to establish a quote of 4 flights per person in a lifetime. And you mean to tell me 41% of the people of the French population agreed with this? You have to check this out. Like this, if this was 50%, that means if there's how many people are in France? Okay. So 40% of this, 40%, 40, 41, they say 41? Let me see. 40. What's 41% of this thing? Okay, this is about like 27 million? 27 million? So you mean to tell me that 27 million people agreed with this shit, man? Really? You believe this? You believe this? You got to be a real. Well, then again, they're actually. You have people that believe that there are more to multiple genders, more than one. So, yeah, sure. I think people will believe this. It's plausible in their mind. You know, it's plausible. Let's give them a round of applause. It's favorable. It's believable.